This is now another example of what they're choosing not to hear or detect in Rome. On repeat, the Adult Society of Rome are choosing not to acknowledge this. That's my solo sono tre parole, 3 words in their own language, on repeat while the children are close. I'm saying that, 3 words in Rome, and they're choosing not to acknowledge that from 1 single meter away. If only you could see like that. They're choosing in Rome, while I'm looking at one church, looking at the other church, where I've slept approximately 50 nights, they're choosing not to acknowledge God Help the Children in English or Italian from 1 meter away in Rome. I stay with this a little bit longer, record just this for a little bit of time so you can see what's going on and what they reject. Just waiting for the situation, the people to move around a little bit. I repeat the same, on repeat, for a little bit for you to see what they've become. The moving adult society. God help the children, if only you could see like that. Welcome to Rome. This is what the adults have become. From 1 meter away, they will choose not to detect God Help the Children in English or Italian. Just waiting again, there's some children close by watching. I can see, they can see. They're really close in the bar next to me, the same friend that gave me the steak yesterday. So the children are watching the adults now. Just waiting for the change of the insanity a little bit before I say it again. I'll record this for a little bit of time so you can see what they've become. Piccioni dal Rialto, bambini. There's more than one. They're choosing not to detect anything at all, even in their own language or English. God help the children, if only you could see like that. I've already shared Welcome to Rome from outside the church, where last time I was here, I discovered they had some compassion 2.5 years ago while sleeping outside the church. It took 4 nights outside one of the churches I can see from this position until any compassion was offered to my position, or the lady who's still sleeping at the church, who's approximately 60 years old, who sleeps behind her umbrella. I've been back into that situation to watch what's still going on. And, well, it's the same. In comparison to last time I was here in this position, I've now got text for 25 songs of Camper de Fury, and the adult society are refusing to recognise or acknowledge a living, talking, speaking, moving, singing writer of this square. And they're doing it from 1 metre away while I'm here with my musical partners saying, God help the children in English and Italian. In Rome. Just Waiting for the Miracle, a song I wrote in Agrigento, if one of them, of the moving adult society, has any compassion whatsoever, or the ability to detect music or art, or the writer saying, God help the children in English and Italian. Keep watching. And you'll see, if you're lucky enough when you watch the video, to see what they've become. They are totally empty. Nearly all of them. Vuoto assoluto in Italiano. They are empty of emotion, empty of compassion, with an inability to detect music or art. Keep watching the adults, bambinis. God help the children, if only they could see like you. Nice to see you, children of reality. The chances of one of them coming over with any compassion. Would you like some bread? Would you like some water? Where are you from? Nice to meet you. 1 in thousands some days. One of them in thousands in the moving adult society with any emotion, any compassion, or even the ability to detect that there could be some music or art. They're in one single place only, themselves, from 1 metre away. Chances of one of them coming over, I repeat, 1 in 1,000 maybe will detect anything at all. Between yesterday and today, now it's 14 hours, other than the people I know bringing food, where not one single adult crossing Campo de Fury has offered, I repeat, even 10 cents, 10 centesimi in compassion. Just if I would say, for instance, sitting here as a homeless brother instead. But they're choosing not to acknowledge anything at all, and are completely void of compassion too. 99.9% of the moving adults. I'm recording this for you, so you can see what they become. Totally empty. Just wait a little bit until the tide changes. I calculated it like this. I saw through their madness a long time ago. And fundamentally, they're narcissistic lunatics. They live inside the bubbles of themselves, void of emotion, void of compassion, with no abilities of human senses. They don't see the art or hear the music. While Angelo sat next to me in this position playing the banjo, and outside their Carrefour supermarket just round the corner, they're exactly the same, just checking the ground and checking themselves. Piccioni da realtors, bambini. I just give a symbol to the children to watch them, and they are close by. Allah non importa bambinis, they just don't care about music, art or compassione. They don't have the abilities. They even think it's funny. Do you eat bambini?
Prendo il tuo però, prendo il tuo De Carello, a te è più leggero qua.
God help the children, if only they can sing like you do. An old man just walked past. His phone was ringing, took out the screen and kept walking. And that's what they've been doing for thousands of days. Elvis in the ghetto. They'll look the other way. They'll even count their money when they're walking past. Check the time when they're walking past. Look at the ground specifically when they're walking close by and past. In this position, they're walking past three artists recently, and on several other occasions. A lady who's my friend, a lady who's a beggar, came over and played a little bit. They kept walking past that too. Non preoccupati bambinis, I'm recording them now. I'll post their faces all over the world. Do you eat bambini? If only you can see like maybe. I'll keep repeating it a little bit longer so that you who've got the courage to watch the video can see what they've become. Of course, this is Rome, so when that's taken into consideration, that a living, talking, speaking, moving, singing writer of this square could repeat Italian, and they choose not to detect anything at all. They are void of emotion, void of compassion, and they don't have the abilities of the human senses to even detect that there could be music or art taking place. This is what they've become. Total insanity and totally empty. I calculated from my own eyes since COVID, they're approximately 1,000 times more selfish. And since last time I was here too. Chances of one of the adults crossing Campo de Fiori, Rome, detecting anything at all, maximum 1 in 1,000 of them will detect anything at all, including aiuti bambini, 3 words in their own language, and God help the children. This is what's going on in Rome right now. They'll check the ground, check the ground, check the ground, walk away, check the ground, walk away, check themselves, walk away, check the ground, walk away. Void of emotion, void of compassion, with no abilities to detect music or art. Gotta get a witness. Keep watching, bambinis. I've already shared other videos and demonstrated they wouldn't offer 10 cents if they were paid to, or bread, or water. I've watched a lot of societies from the north of Norway to the south of Turkey, north of Norway twice, and never seen anything like it. Angelo says the same. Never seen anything like it. They are completely emotionless. God help the children, if only they could see like you do. See? Completely emotionless. A little bit longer. I'm teaching the children on the trams too, letting them know all about it in every direction I go, on repeat, while the adult society continuously search the ground with a total rejection of music, total rejection of art, total rejection of compassion, compassione. They totally reject everything. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what's said. They can even detect what I'm saying to their children, and they choose to reject it all. The emptiness and selfishness, hopefully they'll work it out eventually. I see it like this. They're narcissistic lunatics suffering with a disease, narcissism. They're suffering with a disease, bambinis. They're narcissists. They suffer with narcissism. They can only see, hear, and feel themselves. Even when it's God help the children, aiuti, bambini, in their own language, they can only see, hear, and feel themselves from one single, una singolo metro away. That's what they've become. Empty bambinis. Vuoto assoluto. They are empty. God help the children, if only they could see like you do. I guess that's exactly the right moment for it to be long enough for you to see, if you have the courage to watch this video all the way through, what's going on. Happy reality day for you, bambini. The adult society are choosing not to acknowledge, detect anything at all from music and or art, and they're choosing to have no compassion either, even for that. Welcome to Rome. Sending love and light, God bless, from complete, total, selfish insanity.